Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. And as you come forward to a plank, notice if you're moving your hands or your feet. Your down dog's a little short. Look at the wall in front of you and push the floor away. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale, lift the hips up, going back to a downward facing dog. Soften the knees, slowly walk the feet toward the hands. Keep the feet about hips width distance apart. The hands about 6 to 8 inches in front of your feet. Now, if your palms are lifting up, you're going to put your hands on blocks. So the blocks are going to help you make a connection to the earth, and you can raise them up to whatever height you need. So press down as much with your hands as you're pressing down with your feet. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. Then soften your knees. Step your feet out as wide as your mat. Your heels are going to be on the mat, toes on the bamboo floor. Come to a squat. Bring the hands together in prayer. Press out with the forearms. Yogi squat. Inhale. You can set on a block if you need to, Nick. That's also could be helpful. Exhale 2. So take a block, put it underneath your seat, and then you won't struggle. Exhale 3. Inhale. That's easier, right? Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. If you have a block underneath your seat, you're going to take the block out. Come sit down. Yep. And straighten your legs out in front of you. On your inhale, bend your right knee into your chest. Exhale, place your right foot on the outside of your left knee joint. Dorsiflex your left foot. Inhale, lift the left arm up. And exhale, twist over to the right. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. And inhale, come center. Exhale, counter twist over to the left. Inhale, center. And exhale, extend your right leg. Inhale, bend your left knee, left foot on outside of right. Dorsiflex. Inhale, lift the right arm up. And exhale, twist over to the left this time. Look at here who's back. Inhale. Twice in one day. What a privilege. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, come center. And then exhale, counter twist over to the right. Inhale, coming center. And exhale, extend the legs out in front of you. Inhale, bend both your knees. Place your heels where your knees were. Feet are about hips width distance apart, 2 fists. Take the hands behind you 6 to 8 inches. Fingers pointing forward. Bring the chin into the chest, so turn your fingers around, Nick. On your inhale, lift your hips up, make your head go back. Tabletop. Inhale. Exhale 1, press your toes down. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Come sit down. All right. So from here, let's chant a little bit. We're going to chant a couple of things from the Yoga Sutras. So I want to chant, and if you're unfamiliar, Nick, do this. Take your blanket and set on your blanket and raise your hips up higher than your knees. You're going to be a lot more comfortable. Does that feel a little better? You can even sit on a block, my friend. Okay. So turn over to page 39. So we're going to chant a couple of Yoga Sutras. For those of you who are not familiar with the Yoga Sutras, the Yoga Sutras was the first How to Achieve Yoga book, and it's a manual. It's like getting a new device or something. You get a user manual with it, and it reads like a user manual. It's not juicy, it's not narrative, it's not storytelling. It's very dry. It's like reading the directions in a cookbook. Right? If you do A, B, C, and D, you end up with a cake, right? Here, Patanjali's telling you the same thing. If you do A, B, C, D, you end up with yoga, okay? So it's a manual. And we're going to chant from page 44 also, okay? So we're going to chant because we're going to look at like what would be one of the benefits of practicing yoga. So he tells you that. He starts out really, like I said, because he's a manual and not a narrative storytelling, he gets to the point really quickly, right? So by 1.2, he's telling you what the benefit of yoga is going to be. But he also tells you that you got to do it to learn it. So if you look at 1.2 on 39, he says, Yoga, yoga, chitta, chitta, vritti, vritti, nirodham, nirodham, yoga, chitta, vritti, nirodham, vritti, nirodham, yoga, chitta, vritti, nirodham, yoga, chitta, vritti, nirodham. All right, now turn over to page 44. So 2.42, this is the sutra that we're looking at this whole month and studying. So the first word is samtosha, right? And that's one of the niyamas, but he put a T at the end. I'll explain that in a moment. So it's a little different from just the word samtosha. Samtoshat, samtoshat, anuttama, anuttama, sukha, sukha, labha, labha, samtoshat, anuttama, sukha, labha, samtoshat, anuttama, sukha, labha. One time together. Samtoshat, anuttama, sukha, labha. So let's start out with talking about why it's called the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. Okay, so a sutra is a stitch, a thread, right? It's not a complete thought. It's not a complete sentence. It's not. It's just a bunch of words strung together, right? So when he strings these words together, they're meaningless without each other. If you just take a sutra out of context, it's just a bunch of words. But if you weave all of these sutras together, all these threads together, you end up with a piece of fabric, right? So he's weaving this stuff together. So everything relates to something else. Like nothing on it. It's not like I said, it's not a narrative. So it's not like you could when you used to get the Reader's Digest versions of novels. Did you ever did you guys ever experience that? In the 70s, there was this company called Reader's Digest. And what they would do is they would take books that were on the New York bestsellers list and they would reduce it down into like 15 pages. And you would get the essence of it, but it would leave out all the good stuff of fiction. It was like footnotes. It was like cliff notes. So you can't do that with Yoga Sutras. You can't cliff note it because every sutra, because it's just a few words, everything's strung together. So if we go back and we look, and we see what he said in chapter 1. On the second sutra, he tells you the benefit of practicing yoga, but he also tells you to learn this thing called yoga, you've got to actually do what the ending is. So he says yoga to achieve consciousness, highest consciousness, or reunification with the highest self. Chit, the mind, the changing mind, the mind that's always looking around the room and trying to figure out things. That's the changing mind, right? The monkey mind. Sometimes it's called the monkey mind, right? That it's always looking around. It's thinking about new things all the time. That's chit. Notice what it sounds like and what it rhymes with. There's a reason why it rhymes with that, because it's what it's full of, okay? Vritti is fluctuation or storm. And Nirodha means to stop it or cease it and end it. So he's telling you to learn yoga, you got to calm the mind, but also that at the end of the process of yoga, you'll have a calm, focused mind. Your mind's not going to be distracted anymore. Okay? He goes on, he gives you some niyamas and yamas and things like that, and we skipped them, but we went back to one niyama, which is an important practice called samtosha. Samtosha means being centered in like contentment. It means being in a space where the fluctuations of you not having something, envy and greed, have ceased and they don't exist anymore. Envy and greed are over. Right? I'm no longer envious of what my neighbors have. I'm content with what I have. I'm content in the seat that I'm in. See, samtosha also applies to not just this external thing of wealth and things like that, but also, am I content in the seat of just sitting? Can I be content there? Or am I going to be constantly oh my God, I can't wait till we get out of this, right? What's next? What's next? So he says, but he adds that T at the end of samtosha, which when he does that, he creates a new word of two words. Samtosha becomes samtoshat, which means that he's added sat, which sat means unchanging truth, unchanging reality. It doesn't change on you. So this is a gratitude that doesn't change. In other words, just because Kim Kardashian gets a new dress, you don't need a new dress. Or just because the person next to you can do a handstand doesn't mean you have to do a handstand. You're content with where you are. And it doesn't change because you're a yogi. You're focused on something higher than changing reality, right? And then he says, when one is content, boundless happiness is obtained. Sukha, which also means sweet, joyful, happy. But it's endless happiness because you've ended the fluctuation of the mind of scarcity. No longer is there anything lacking. That's a beautiful place to be in, when everything that you have is right there within you. It's not outside of you. It's happiness. It's joy. It's contentment. Fold up your chant books. Place them to the side. And come stand at the front of your mat in Tadasana, mountain seat. Big toes and heels touch. Tailbone moves towards pubic bone, gazes at the horizon. And take a moment, bring the hands together in undulating mudra. So as you bring the hands together in undulating mudra, close the eyes and bring to mind something in your life that you're incredibly grateful for and that you've always been grateful for. Maybe it's health, maybe it's a home, maybe it's family. Whatever it is, acknowledge that, but then let it grow. Let that emotion of contentment continue to move outward into other parts of the mind and your life. And then exhale, hands by the side, Tadasana mountain seat. With straight legs, on the inhale, hook the thumbs in front of you, raise the arms up alongside the ears and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, take the arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten the arms and legs. Inhale, bend the knees, place hands down next to feet, step the right foot back into a lunge and look forward, palms flat. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift the hips. Inhale, come forward to a plank, look forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, move forward and up. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, come forward to a plank and look forward. Exhale, the knees, the chest, the chin to the earth. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, push seat to heels, lift knees up, downward facing dog. On the inhale, lightly step the right foot forward between the hands. Exhale, the left foot meets the right and fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend the knees, bring the arms alongside ears, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten legs, arch back. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, take your arms behind your back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten arms and legs, bring feet together. Inhale, bend the knees, put hands down next to feet, step left foot back into a long lunge and look forward. Exhale, right foot back, downward facing dog, lift hips. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, the knees, the chest, the chin to the earth. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat back onto heels, lifting knees up, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the left foot forward. Exhale, right foot meets left and fold feet together. Inhale, bend the knees, hook your thumbs, stand up, straighten your legs and arch back. Exhale, hands by the side, Tadasana. Now, why do we hook thumbs? Because one arm's going to go in a different direction. When they're hooked, they're even. On your inhale, hook thumbs, reach up and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, step right foot all the way back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat back onto heels, lifting knees up, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step right foot forward. Exhale, left foot meets the right and fold over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, stand up, straighten the legs and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, take the arms behind the back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, left foot back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, coming forward to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat onto heels, lift knees up, downward facing dog. On the inhale, lightly step the left foot forward. Exhale, right foot meets the left and fold over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, stand up, straighten the legs and arch back. Exhale, hands by the side, Tadasana mountain seat. Ashtanga Namaskar B. On the inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, awkward seat. Exhale, put the hands on the earth, extend the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the head and chest halfway, Adva Uttanasana. Exhale, jump back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left heel turns down, come up, Virabhadrasana, one breath. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel turns down, come up, warrior one. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, stay. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look beyond your hands. Inhale, jump your feet in between your hands. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, bend your knees, raise your torso up, Utkatasana, feet together. Exhale, come stand up, Tadasana, mountain seat. So bring the feet together. You're going to find it's going to get a lot different when you get those big toes and heels to touch. On your inhale, bend your knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, put your hands flat on the floor, extend your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift your head and chest halfway, Adva Uttanasana. Exhale, float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Do that again. Inhale, right foot forward, left heel down, come up, warrior one breath. Exhale, hands down to the earth, bending the elbows next to the ribs, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel down, rise up, Virabhadrasana one. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left heel down, rise up, warrior one. Sorry. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel down, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, stay. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look beyond the hands. Inhale, jump the feet in between the hands. Exhale, fold, feet together. Inhale, bend the knees, raise the torso up, Utkatasana, awkward seat. Exhale, come stand up, Tadasana, mountain seat. Now, there are times when you want to take the feet apart, but really coming into like a standing position, bringing the feet together means that you know what the left and the right side are doing. But let's say you need to find balance. So if you need to find balance, and the feet can come apart, take your feet about hips width distance apart, 2 fists. So you don't want to go any wider than 2 fists. And then bring your hands to the waist, elbows pointed to the wall behind you. So get your thumbs on your sacrum and get your elbows a little closer together. Bring your chin into your chest. On your inhale, lift up and arch back, moving your pelvis forward toward the windows. Then exhale, fold forward. And as you fold forward, bend your knees and reach down with your index finger and your middle finger and grab your big toe in yogi toe lock. Put your thumb right under the big toenail. Now, holding on to your big toe like you love it. Inhale, lift the head and chest, look up at the windows and straighten your legs. Now, as you straighten your legs, you're lifting your sit bones up. That's going to activate the hamstrings. Then exhale, fold forward, bend your elbows out to the side and try with your arms to bring your forehead onto your shin bones and breathe into the back of your body, because you can't breathe into the belly now because you're folding forward so deeply. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. Good. Now soften your knees, release your toes. Put your hands on the floor with your fingers pointing toward the windows. Yep. Now turn your fingers out to the side walls. Now turn your fingers back toward the wall behind you. Yep. Now lift your toes up. Slide your hands that way underneath your feet. So you're going to bring your toes all the way onto your wrist crease. So you're going to do this right here, like that. You got to get your hands in there. Then, like, you got to get your palms down. So you got to bend your knees a little bit to get your palms down. Now, with that heel of the hand on the floor, start to straighten your legs. Look up. And then exhale, fold and bend your elbows and pull your chest back towards your abdomen. So yes, this is a little different hand balance on this one. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale, opening up the carpal tunnel stuff. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good. Bend your knees a little bit. Lift your toes up. Take your hands out from underneath your feet. Turn your fingers out to the side wall. Then turn your fingers toward the windows. Then bring your hands to your waist, elbows pointing up toward the ceiling. With straight legs, press into your feet, lift up and arch back, moving your pelvis forward. And then exhale, come back to center, step, jump your feet together. Big toes and heels touch, Tadasana. On the inhale, bring the hands together in undulating mudra. Extend the arms up toward the sky. Exhale, fold over the straight legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Adva Uttanasana. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the right foot forward, turn the left heel down, come up warrior 1, and stay. Exhale, bend the right knee. Inhale. Exhale, 2, keep your left foot where it is. Move your right foot to here. Exhale, 3, good. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now on your inhale, extend your right leg. Exhale, open your arms and hips up to the left without moving your feet. Inhale, reach forward toward the windows, pull your left hip back. Place your right hand on your right shin, lift your left arm up, look at your left thumb, triangle trikonasana. Now try to track your skull down the second and third toe of your right foot. So you're not leaning to the left, sticking your behind out to the right. You're acting like you're being pressed between 2 panes of glass. Inhale. Exhale, 1, good. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, lift all the way up to a standing position. Then exhale, bend the right knee, warrior 2. As you bend the right knee, right thigh is going to be parallel to the earth. The cranial and sacral are aligned with each other. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Back foot turned in a little bit at an angle. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, extend the right leg 1 breath. Then exhale, rebend your right knee. Place your right hand down outside your right foot on a block. I like a block for this. Inhale, extend your left arm alongside your left ear toward the windows, looking into your left palm. Extended angle A. So this arm's going to point that way. Yep. You're going to rotate the shoulder, and you're going to look right here into that hand. And that knee's going to bend more and push into your arm. Not your arm's going to stay where it is. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, gently place your left hand down. Now come onto the ball of your left foot. Lift your left heel up for the first time. Exhale, drop down to your left knee. Move your left knee up a little bit. On your inhale, lift the torso up. Bring the arms alongside the ears like a lunge. Exhale, bring the hands together in the center of your chest. Twist over to the right, the left arm on the outside of the right thigh. On the inhale, lift the left knee up, extending the left leg, standing spinal twist. Exhale, 1. Good. Inhale, drop this shoulder. Exhale 2. Now move your thumbs into your middle of your chest. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On your inhale, come back to center, putting your hands on the floor, framing your right foot. Then exhale, extend your right leg, move your back foot forward until the heel is on the ground. And you're kind of in a V shape. Your leg's a little bit of a V shape. Parvottanasana. So yeah, just to your heels down, Nick. Lift your head and chest, pull your right hip back, and then exhale, fold over the right leg. Inhale. Exhale, keep pushing energy through the back of your left thigh. Inhale. Exhale, press the palms down. So if you need to raise the blocks up, that's perfectly fine. Inhale. Exhale 4. Yeah. Inhale. Exhale 5. Good for you. On the inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, bend the right knee. Step back, downward facing dog. So simple and easy. On the inhale, step the left foot forward. Turn the right heel down, come up Virabhadrasana 1, and stay in your Warrior 1. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. A little better. The stance is still a little short. Exhale 2. You're a big guy, so don't be shallow or stingy with your stance. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On your inhale, straighten your left leg. Exhale, open your arms and hips up to the right. Inhale, reaching to the left, pulling your right hip back. Float your left hand down on your left shin. Raise your right arm up. Gaze at your right thumb. Track your skull down the center of the left foot. Inhale. Exhale 1. Flattening yourself out like you're being pressed between 2 panes of glass. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Pressing the feet, come all the way up to a standing position. Then exhale, bend the left knee, Warrior 2. Left thigh parallel to the floor. Knees tracking down the center of the foot. Inhale. Exhale, pull your lower abdomen in and lengthen your tailbone down. So instead of going into anterior pelvic tilt, neutralize the pelvis. Exhale 2. Inhale. Good. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On the inhale, extend the left leg. Exhale, rebend the left knee. Left hand outside left foot on a block. I like a block for that. You're grounded. Inhale, right arm reaches toward the windows. Looking into the right arm. Move your left knee to the left. Pushing your left knee into your left arm. Exhale 1. Yep. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On the inhale, place the right hand down. Come onto the ball of the right foot. Exhale, drop down to the right knee. Inhale, lift the torso up. Bring the arms alongside the ears as if in a lunge. Exhale, bring the hands together in the center of the chest. Twist over to the left. The right arm's on the outside of the left knee. Now, if you did so on the other side, inhale, lift the right knee up, extending the right leg. Standing spinal twist. Good. Exhale 1. Inhale. Drop that shoulder. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On the inhale, come back to center. Put the hands on the floor, frame left foot. Exhale, extend left leg. Bump right foot forward until the heel is on the ground. Using blocks to get the hands on the earth. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Pull the left hip back. Exhale, fold forward. Parvottanasana, or extended flank seat. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On the inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, soften the left knee. Step back, downward facing dog. Good. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. And exhale, drop down to your knees. All right. Let's play around a little bit. All right. So turn your fingers out to the side walls. Now turn your fingers back toward you. Now, I have a secret for you. The closer your knees are to your hands, the easier this is. The further your knees are away, the harder this is. So let's start nice and close. All right. So look forward and then just bend your elbows straight back like a chaturanga. And then inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Turn your fingers out to the side walls. Turn your fingers forward. Come up onto your knees. Bring your hands together in prayer. Do a little Madonna voguing. And you can do it. Like you can get all fancy with it, right? So we're trying to open up the back of the wrist, right? We did that on the standing on the hands. We also did that. We're going to do it again. So come on to hands and knees again. Now turn the fingers out to the side. Turn the fingers back. Then walk your knees back, okay? Away from your hands. Now move your weight forward and then bend your elbows till your elbows touch your ribs. And then extend your arms and move your hips back toward your heels. Woo, isn't this fun? Then move your weight forward. Bend your elbows till your elbows touch your ribs. Then extend your arms. Then move your weight back toward your heels. Do that one more time. Move your weight forward so the shoulders are over the wrist. Bend the elbows so the elbows come to the ribs. Then extend the arms and push the hips back. And then come back. Turn your fingers out. Turn your fingers forward. Lift up. Bring your hands together. A little Madonna voguing. All right. So what do you think we're working on, Stephanie? Mayur Asana. Mayur. So peacocks, that's what they do. They go, Mayur. Peacocks are interesting animals because they can eat any poisonous snake and not get poisoned. So there's something about peacocks that actually take out the toxins. So Mayur Asana is an asana that is said to take out the toxins in your abdomen. But it takes it out right at the Manipura chakra, which is the seat of power, right? Seat of personal power, ego. So when you're you don't have a lot of gratitude, you're not grateful, the ego's all upset. I'm going to bring up some belts too. There's a little belt. There's a little belt action. I like a little belt action for this. And Mayur Asana in Hatha Yoga Dipika, which is another manual, how to achieve yoga, later than Patanjali, it says you should do Mayur Asana every day. This is one of those asanas that it suggests do this every day. So you're going to take your belt and you're going to slide the end of the belt through both D rings, right? And then you're going to go in between the two D rings and you're going to make a loop, okay? Now, how tight do I want that loop? Well, what I want to do is I want my elbows to come together, that when I do this kneeling, that I want the belt tight enough that it's, when I bring my elbows into my gut, it's not on the outside of my ribs anymore like we did when we were just warming up. My belt's sliding already. That's the only problem with these belts. They get old. And then they stop. They start sliding. So I have to tie it in a knot. All right. Now, we're going to do this a couple of ways, okay? So one way I like to do this is to kind of get you used to doing it is to use a block, okay? So I'm going to take a block, and I'm going to make it a little, this makes it a little easier on you. I'm going to take a block, I'm going to hold the block like this, right? Now notice how like my elbows are right there in my abdomen. And I'm going to move the block back in my kneeling position and put it in between my knees, right? Now I got to round my upper back and I got to get my elbows into my gut. So that's where I'm trying to do it. And I'm going to actually start to lean forward and put weight into the front of my hands. I'm going to extend my legs back. Then I'm going to lift my head up. And as I lift my head up, I'm going to look at the windows like when we were in plank. So now, Veronique, so just do this right now with your toes down. Look, you lift your head, because lifting the head's the hardest, right? And just let your ribs rest on your elbows and breathe. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, lower your knees. And just take your hands, do a little vogue. Okay, so it is a lot easier to do that with the hands out to the side, okay? But now there's 2 birds that do the same thing. One is peacock, which is what we're doing, Mayurasana, but then one is Hansasana. Hansasana, the hands are forward. Believe it or not, the hands are hard. It's harder to do that. Then turn your hands back. It's killer. Hansasana is killer. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take your hands, and I want you to put your hands in between your knees. And Nick, you may even want to bring your belt tighter, because it's kind of loosening up on you. You want to get that right underneath your rib. You want to get your elbows right underneath your sternum, underneath your rib cage, okay? And then put your pinky fingers together and then suck your gut in and get your elbows in your gut, okay? Yeah. So now Stephanie's got to tighten her belt because everything's coming tighter, tighter, tighter. All right. Okay, good. Now, try this first. So first, stay on your knees, okay? Put your hands down and squeeze your triceps. You're going to use your triceps. And your block could stay in front of you. Kind of lean forward and see if you can put your head on the block. I may moved it too far for you. Put your hands back. Yeah. Now, once you're like, I like to start by getting your head down first instead of lifting your knees up. Now, after your head is down, extend your right leg behind you, okay? Yeah. Forehead. And then extend your left leg back, okay? Now do this, take your feet out as wide as your mat. Okay, so start out by doing that. Now, here's the key. You got to lift your head off the block or the floor and look forward and walk your feet forward a couple of inches, putting more weight forward into your shoulders. Yeah. So, because if you stay where you are, you're not going to come up. So now, after you lift your head, Mara, move forward, walk forward just a little bit. Then your legs are just going to lift up. And squeeze your legs together. Yeah, and point your toes. Yeah, look at there. Okay? And come down. All right? So now, Veronique, now lift your head, walk your feet forward a little bit, like we did, like same thing in like that chaturanga. Now lift your legs, lift your head, squeeze. Good. 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 So Nick, walk your toes toward the windows just a little bit. Now start to squeeze your legs together and lift your feet up. Lift your head, lift your head, lift your head, lift your head, buddy. Lift your head, 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 lift your head. Good for you. Lift your head. Lift your head. Keep lifting your head. Keep lifting your head. Good for you. Come down. Good for you. All right, Stephanie. It may not because of tightness in the carpal, right? But you could try. You could fold your mat over. Watch. Fold your mat over. Okay, and then put your heel of your hand right on the bamboo floor. Now, yeah. So now it is hard when you have boobs. Okay, so that's a good point. It does make it more difficult because you got to kind of sweep everything up in front of your biceps. Yeah. Now try that, Steph. Now put your head down. Yeah, just lean forward. Bend your elbows and lean forward. Put your knees need to come up more. Now, yeah. Now step 1 foot back. Step 1 foot back, like a lunge. Forehead, top of the head, but step this leg back all the way. Now step this leg all the way back. Yes, you can. Come on. Do it with the block thing. Grab the block like we did in the warm-up. Because sometimes, that's why I like teaching that block thing. Sometimes some people's carpal is so tight they can't ground. And then if they change the hands, they'll be able to do this. No, yeah, hold on the outside. Now do it. Put your head on the floor. Get your elbows together. Now step your foot back. Step the other foot back. Now lift your head. Now walk your feet forward. Keep your elbows in your abdomen and then lift your toes up. Oh, there. Look up at the windows. Good. Now lower your shoulders just a little. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Yay. All right. Now, it's nice to work on this because you kind of have to be content where you are because it's super hard. That's kind of the nice thing about advanced asanas is you get to work on them, but you keep working. Good, Nick. You need to bring, Nick, it looked good, but you bring your hands back further. Bring your hands back. When you put your hands down, put your hands down right in.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Now, go back towards your belly with your elbows and lean forward. Then extend your legs back. Yeah. Now, lift your head and walk your feet a little bit toward the windows. Now, start to lean forward and lift your toes up. Good for you. You're doing it. You're doing it. You're doing it. Don't jump. Lean forward like a teeter board. Think of yourself like a seesaw. Squeeze your legs. Squeeze your legs. Squeeze your legs. Lift your head. Lift your head. Lift your head. Lift your head. Good. 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 I'm just touching your ankles. I'm not holding you up. Good. Come down. Good for you. Yay. Good for you. All right. All right, everybody. That was good work. Okay. Come and sit down with your legs straight out in front of you. You do something easy now. Flex the feet, lift the head and chest, and exhale, fold forward, holding onto your feet, Paschimottanasana. Intense stretch of the Western body. Inhale. Exhale 1. And you can use the belt, Nick, if you can't reach your feet. A little tightness in the lower back. do it this way. Exhale 2. Inhale, good. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. Good. Inhale, lift the head and chest. And exhale, hands by the hips. Inhale, bend the right knee into your chest. Exhale, open up your right knee to the side and put your right foot on the inside of your left thigh. Then twist your torso over your left leg. And then exhale, fold forward, hold onto your left foot. Here again, a belt is fine. If you can't grab your foot, you find there's tightness. The props just help you get deeper into it, right? And make little adjustments. That doesn't mean that that's where you're always going to be. But, here again, like that idea of no fluctuations of the mind also means no struggling. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Good. Inhale, lift the head and chest as you lift the right knee up. Exhale, extend the right leg out in front of you. Inhale, bend the left knee, open up the left knee, left foot on inside of right. Twist the torso over the right leg. And exhale, fold forward, holding onto the right foot. Janu Shashasana. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On the inhale, lift the head and chest up as you lift the knee up. Exhale, extend. And then inhale, bend both knees and open up the knees. Yep. And then pull your heels a little closer to the pubic bone. Using your thumbs, open up the soles of the feet like a book. And then exhale, fold forwards, cobbler. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Good. Inhale. I got you. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. Good. Inhale, lift the head and chest. And then just lift your knees up. Cross one ankle over the other. I don't mind which one. Roll over your shins. Step back to a plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Plank. And knees. Bend your elbows, bring your chest in between your thumbs, not your seat back toward your heels, and your chin to the earth. Good. Now press into your hands, lift your chest, slide forward, cobra. Now, as you slide forward, cobra, squeeze your legs together because snakes only got one tail, I swear to God. On your inhale, lift your hands off the floor. Exhale 1. So toes touch because snakes got one tail. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Relax, coming down. Good for you. All right. Squeeze the legs together. Make one leg. Reach the arms back toward the wall behind you. On the inhale, lift the head, chest, legs, and arms. Locust. And keep the feet together. So what happens is when you take the legs apart, people tell you do this all the time, but then you don't use the glute muscles. And remember, back bending is about contracting the back muscles so the front opens up. So that doesn't make any sense to relax the glutes. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down, relax. Yeah, glute muscles are working in your back bends, right? Gluteus maximus, gluteus minus. That's what lifts you up. It's what gets you to jump and run. But when you squeeze it, you automatically go to a post-anterior pelvic tilt, right, which is a back bend, right? Bend your knees, reach back, grab your ankles. As you grab your ankles, shift your weight forward onto the navel. On the inhale, kick the feet into the hands and lift the knees as high as the shoulders. Exhale, 1, good. Inhale. Exhale, 2, inhale. Exhale, 3, inhale. Exhale, 4, inhale. Exhale, come down and relax. All right, let's try something, Nick, because I knew this was going to happen. So I want you to lift up, and you're going to put this roll underneath your chest, your pectoral muscle, okay? You're going to keep it like a roll, like you're going camping. And then you're going to put this roll underneath the waistband of your pants across your pelvic. So your belly's in between those two rolls, all right? So now we're kind of putting you in a natural back bend. You should be able to lift your thighs up now. Bend your knees. Everybody bend your knees. Reach back, grab your ankles. Now on your inhale, kick your feet back toward the wall and lift your knees and thighs up and push your pelvis down. There. Exhale, 1, better. Inhale. Exhale, 2, inhale. Exhale, 3, inhale. Exhale, 4, inhale. Exhale, come down and relax. All right, take those blankets out. So a lot of times what will happen is if you like you're in an anterior pelvic tilt, it's hard to move the pelvis forward, right? So let's try this. Everybody roll over onto your back. And Veronique, this will be good for you too. So take 2 blocks. You're going to take 2 blocks and you're going to run them down the sacrum and the tailbone, not across your back. So like set them on that highest setting. So you're going to set these on the highest setting, and you're going to lift your hips, and you're going to run them down your tailbone. Okay? Ah, yes. Ah. Yeah. And I like 2 because it's going to help you balance. Okay? How's that feeling for you? Okay, good. Now, grab your yoga mat, edges of your yoga mat. Reach down here, grab the yoga mat. Try to rip your mat apart, okay? Now, as you rip your mat apart, start to walk your feet toward the wall where I am, straightening your legs out. And then bring your legs together, okay? Let your heels touch each other. And then let your baby toes go out toward the side wall. So there's external rotation of the legs. Yep. Now, if you can, stay there for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Now release your yoga mat. Put your hands next to your head on the floor. Push into your hands just a little bit and come onto the crown of your head. Yeah, so now you're looking at the windows. Yeah, the feet are still pointed. Now cross your arms across your chest like Tutankhamun, like King Tut. Yeah, but you're going to balance on your head. This is a real Setu Bandha Asana, building a bridge. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Except you have a block. Usually people do it without a block. Exhale, 3. Imagine doing this without a block. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now uncross your arms. Put your hands on the floor next to your head. Lift your head and chin into your chest. Come down on the back of the head. Walk your feet back. Lift your hips up. Take the block out from underneath your hips. Move the block off to the side. So Nick, yeah, put your head down, lift your hips. Yep, come down. Good for you. How does that feel? Yeah, I bet that did feel good on your back. All right. From here, Urdhva Dhanurasana, upward bow seat. Place the hands next to the head. Elbows toward the ceiling, fingers toward the shoulders. Now, you can lead with your hips. I don't mind. On your inhale, lift your hips up, lift your belly, lift your chest, extend your arms, upward bow. Urdhva Dhanurasana. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bring the chin to the chest and come down. Good. And you'll wipe your knees back and forth. All right. Have you ever done that before?
The back and the back. No.
Okay. So I think you can do it, but we're going to change your hands, and you're going to hold on to my ankles. Now, by holding onto my ankles, we're changing the flexion of your shoulders. You're going to keep your knees in line with me. You're going to keep your hands in front of my shins. Okay? Second time, place the hands next to your head. On your inhale, come up, push through your shoulders and lift up. Lift up, you're strong. Exhale, 1. Now move toward me, not that way. Exhale, 2. Move this way. Inhale toward me. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Good. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bring your chin to your chest and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. Okay. So that was good, but I'm going to give you some other directions. So what you did is when you came up, you kind of pushed me away. I want you to think of this as doing a bench press. I want you to push the weight off your chest. So think of yourself going up instead of that way toward. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, good. You did good. We're going to do one more. I still think that it's going to help you if you hold on my ankles. Right there, right there. Send that to the ceiling instead of your knees toward that wall. Place your hands next to your head. On your inhale, lift up. Good. Exhale, 1. Good for you. Better. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Breathe through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale, 4. Exhale. Inhale, 5. Exhale, bring the chin to the chest and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. Good for you. Congratulations. Bring your knees into your chest. Give your knees a little hug. Make little circles on the sacrum. Rocking left to right, right to left. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. A little reclining twist. Bring the knees over to the left. Extend the right arm out. Look over the right shoulder, twisting. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Then inhale, bring the knees back to center. And then switch sides, go to the opposite side, extend the left arm out, look over the left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now inhale, come back to center. Give the knees a little hug. And then from here, place the feet on the floor and let the knees drop open to the side. Okay. Supta Baddha Konasana. You can stay there. Or you can bring legs up the wall in Viparita Karani. Or let's set yourself up for shoulder stand, Salamba Sarvangasana. If you're coming into shoulder stand, I like blanket, but you don't have to use a blanket underneath the shoulders. So those are your 3 choices. No inversion, half inversion, full inversion. How's your shoulder stand? Good. Have you ever done it with a blanket? Come down and let me show you with a blanket. I think it's going to make you're going to be a little happier. So why with a blanket? It just makes a little more space at your neck, okay? Because it looks like you're kind of choking. So I'm going to put your mat over it. You're going to put your head on the bamboo floor, but your shoulders on the mat. So go down a little bit. Down, down, down. Good. Now, just a little. So we have not putting any pressure here. Put your hands on the floor. Bring your legs over. Yeah. Bring your knees onto your forehead. Yeah. Just your knees. Just your knees. Bend your knees to do that. Yeah. Now put your hands on your back. Now get your elbows on the mat. Yeah. Now lift your hips up in the air. Does that feel a little better? It looks better. All right. You look happier. I told you you're going to be happier. Contentment brings happiness, Nick. So now you have an opportunity to be content in your shoulder stand. That's one of the other reasons why in this method in particular, Stephanie can tell you, sometimes we stay in inversions 5 minutes at least, if not longer. But, you go to some yoga studios and everything's just one breath, one movement. They call it a flow. You don't stay in anything. Some of these asanas, you need to take a little time and sit with them and find contentment in something like shoulder stand, because it's hard and it's not comfortable. Listen, there is nothing comfortable about this asana. In fact, it's rather challenging because you're putting pressure in your throat. Even if there's no weight on your throat, that's what it feels like. So your first instinct is to want to run from it, to get out of it. But if you breathe and you just start to focus on Mula Bandha, lifting up the pelvic floor, the legs become light. And then you start to find the balance and the joy in just being in this rather difficult asana for a little while. And then you start to investigate contentment in a different way. So contentment doesn't mean that everything's comfortable either, right? It may be like you may be uncomfortable. Asana could be uncomfortable, but you're still steady and joyful and content. That's when life's challenges hit you, and you can do that in life too. From here, try this. Bend your knees and bring your knees under your forehead. Then put your toes on the ground behind your head. And then lift your knees off your forehead, and then clasp your hands together in a fist and extend your arms on the floor. Halasana, plow. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Don't go that way, Nick. Exhale, 3. If you're going to come down, go toward the wall where I am. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now bend your knees. Bring your knees alongside your ears. Karnapidasana, ear pressure seat. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now put your hands on the floor toward the exit door. So go the opposite way, Nick, with your hands. Roll down one vertebrae at a time, coming down. Yeah. Yeah, you can lift your legs back in the air to roll down. Good for you. Roll down on your back. Good for you. Then lift your chest up. Lift your chest. Lift your head. Unfold your mat. Move your blanket off to the side. Lay down on your back. Turn your palms to face upward. Press into the elbows. Puff up the chest. Come onto the top of the head. Fish. Matsyasana. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Good. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Press into the elbows, bring the chin and the chest to come down. Draw the knees into the chest. Give the knees a little hug. Then roll over to the left side. Come into a child seat. Okay. And in child seat, listen, I don't mind if you use the wall for the next inversion. So, anybody who wants to use a wall or any prop, be my guest. So coming into child seat, Bhakya asana, turn the palms to face upward. Interlace the fingers, making a fist with the hands. How's your headstand? We're going into a headstand now. Okay, let's go to the wall. Come over here to the wall, Nick. I think you can do it. You're strong enough. Okay. Then place the head on the floor behind the wrist crease. Tuck the toes under, lift the knees up. Walk your feet forward till the hips are over the shoulders. Then bring your knees into your chest. So let's do this. Let's do it this way. Supported headstand. Make a fist. Put your knuckles against the wall with the fist. One fist. Put your forearms down. Put your head here behind your wrist crease. Now, your head does touch the floor, but you're going to push with your shoulders and your lateral muscles so you're not rounding here. So lift your knees up. And as you lift your knees up, straighten your legs. So you got to straighten your legs. Don't jump up. Straighten your legs first. Hamstrings. Now walk toward the wall and lift your butt so your shoulders are over your hips. There. Now bend this knee into your chest like a crow. Like crow. Bring your heel towards your seat. Don't open the hip, like crow. Crow. Think of crow. Think of getting your elbow here on your arm. Yeah. Don't go out with it, though. Lift your other leg up. Now lift your leg up in the air. Now lift your other leg. Good for you. Now try not to twist your head because you're twisting your head. Good for you. Now bring your legs together. Oh, yeah, it's a lot easier if you bring your legs together. Now stay there for a few hours. Okay. Good. Good. If you want to try to come back up, come back up. We still have like a few more moments. So now that you're familiar, see if you can do it by yourself. Lift your knees. Start to extend your legs, straighten your legs. Walk your feet forward so your hips are over your shoulders. So that's the inversion. You got to get your hips above your shoulders. Now bring your knee into your chest like you're doing a crunch. Don't go out to the side with it. Then it's easier if I'm on this side. I'm going to give you a little pressure. Lift your other leg up in the air. Don't kick back. Don't kick, lift. Don't kick, lift. Use your core. Use your core muscles. That's how you come up. You're not kicking. You're not jumping. You're pulling it in and contracting. Good. That looks better, Nick. About another 60 seconds. Now, when you start to come down, think of yourself contracting your abdomen muscles and clenching them so you don't crash. Start to clench your muscles of your abdomen and bend your knees and slowly come down. Better. Better. Then reach back, grab your ankles, and let your forehead rest on the ground. Child seat. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. On the inhale, lift the head and chest up. And you're at the wall. I don't mind if you use the wall. Come and sit. And Nick, you may want to grab a block and sit on a block. And you can sit with your back against the wall. We're going to practice meditation before Shavasana. So that idea of contentment, when Patanjali talks about contentment, he wasn't talking about shoulder stand. He could care less about your shoulder stand. He was talking about meditation. Like, can you find contentment of the seat of meditation? Can you be still and joyful and happy just doing nothing, right? Just being in the moment. So 4 very simple steps for meditation. 1, commit to the seat, find stillness. 2, become aware of the breath. Watch the breath as it enters the body. Watch the breath as it leaves the body. You can continue, since we didn't stop the Ujjayi Pranayama, you could still practice Ujjayi Pranayama. Start to allow the senses to come inward to the internal world instead of the external world. And focus the mind, but you need something to focus on. So as you inhale, silently chant to yourself the mantra Om. And as you exhale, silently chant the mantra Om. And allow the mantra of Om to last the full duration of the inhales and the exhales. Shavasana, corpse seat. Come lay down. You can put a blanket underneath the knees. You can place a blanket on top of you if you're a little cool. And now allow the breath to breathe the body. You don't have to breathe in any special way. Relax at the pelvic floor, letting go of Mula Bandha. Let the body become heavy and dense, and let the earth just completely support the weight of the body. Shavasana. Gently begin to deepen the breath. And as you deepen the breath, make small movements with the fingers and the toes. Stretch the arms overhead and stretch the arms and legs in opposite directions. Draw the knees into the chest, give the knees a little hug. Roll over to the right side. Stay there in a fetal position for a second. Pressing the left palm into the earth, lift the torso up. Come up to a seated position. A seat of consciousness, awareness, contentment. Closing the eyes, inhale deeply, exhale everything out. Inhale for the sound of Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bringing the hands together in undulating mudra, bowing the head slightly to meet the hands. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. May there be peace within myself, peace with those around me, but most of all, universal peace. Thank you all so much. Have a beautiful evening, and I will see you next time. Thank you.